Good evening, and welcome to Inside Outside on Wellness Wednesday. This is actually part two of tonight's session, and I am Coach Darren.
I'm Coach Mitchell.
Yes, and we're going to talk about some of the things you can do inside. In particular, we're going to talk about some really healthy desserts that work perfect for these hot temperatures. Coach Mitchell is going to share her expertise, and I'm telling you right now, all of these are really good. They're healthy. They're made with whole food, whole ingredients, no additives, no preservatives. So definitely want to check this out. All right, Coach Mitchell?
Absolutely. So I'll start with the ice cream. Perfect for a hot summer day. This is a vegan lime ice cream. And we got this recipe one weekend while shopping in Costco. You know how they love their demonstrators. So there was a demonstrator doing a promo for Vitamix. And, you know, we talk about our Vitamix all the time. And he did this recipe for vegan ice cream. And one of the ingredients in this ice cream is an ingredient that I do not care for at all. It's avocado. So when he said he was putting avocado in the recipe, I told him I was out. I wasn't interested. But we took the recipe because he just made it look so good, and Coach Darren tasted it, and he just raved about it. So I took a picture of the recipe, came home, and actually made this. And I finger tasted it, and I fell in love. And it reminded me of my childhood because my mom used to love lemon lime ice cream and sorbet. And we would get vanilla or chocolate, and she always got lime. So she would love this, as long as I don't tell her what ingredients are in it, because you really can't tell the difference. Anyway, on to the recipe. So this is the vegan lime ice cream. You're going to need a non-dairy or a plant-based creamer. In this case, we used a vanilla-flavored oat milk, okay? Coach Darren is holding that up, so his mouth is watering to taste it. So the recipe is 1 cup of creamer, half of an avocado. Of course, you don't want the peel, you just want the flesh of the avocado. You want a handful of spinach. Yes, I said spinach. You want 1 whole lime with the peel. If you don't have a high-powered mixer, I would suggest peeling the lime before putting it into the blender. 2 or 3 squirts of agave syrup. Now, agave syrup is really, really sweet. You may only need 2 squirts, but adjust to taste. I would start with 2 before I go 3.
Yes.
And then 3 cups of ice. You put all of those ingredients in your blender, blend for 57 seconds.
Yes, if you're using a high power.
If you're using a high-powered blender, that's all it took. 57 seconds. I set the timer, and it was done. It was this consistency. Coach, you want to hold that?
Sure.
A little close. It was cream consistency after 57 seconds. So very quick, very simple, very easy, really affordable ingredients: avocado, spinach, lime. Agave is probably the most expensive ingredient on the list, but you get multiple uses out of it, right? The next one I have is a tropical popsicle. Now, this is a very delicious popsicle because it is made with tropical fruit. Take that for me. Yes, thank you. That is made with orange and mango being the tropical fruit, and coconut water and coconut milk being the other tropical ingredients in this recipe. This recipe takes all of, again, 20 minutes, if that, to make. It is 1.5 cups of coconut water, 1 orange peeled, 1/2 of a lime peeled. You want 2 tablespoons of honey, 1 mango peeled and pitted and chopped into chunks, and 1 can of coconut milk. Shake the coconut milk really well before putting it in your blender. You place all of this in the blender, blend it for a minute, put it in popsicle molds, and Coach, if you can hold that up to the camera, the geometric shape. I have a geometric mold, so I put the mixture in the popsicle mold, let it freeze for a minimum of 6 hours to overnight, and you have a tropical popsicle. Delicious, quick, 100 or less calories.
Let me ask you a question, Coach.
Yes.
You know, you said you put these in a popsicle mold. Could you also put them in an ice tray? Ice tray.
You could definitely make ice cubes. You could make, flavored ice cubes, and you can put it in your flavored water or your desserts, or even just have a bowl of ice cubes for the kids to cool off.
Yes.
The other one I made is a cantaloupe-based popsicle. You heard me. It was a cantaloupe-based popsicle. Very tasty, really, really good. This particular recipe, you can add any additional fruit to it to just make it pop. The reason that it looks sort of bluish is because I use blueberries. I like cantaloupe blueberries combined, so I use blueberries. You could use blackberries, you could use cantaloupe and raspberries, you could use cantaloupe and strawberries. The sky's the limit. Whatever your flavor buds crave, you can use it in this recipe. What you'll need is 4 cups of frozen cubed cantaloupe. You have to freeze your cantaloupe because you want the cold, the ice. You want the ice. So you want to freeze your cantaloupe, cube it and freeze it for about 6 hours because you want it solid. You want 1 tablespoon of honey. You want raw honey, not honey syrup. You want raw honey. 1 tablespoon of water, 1 teaspoon of fresh squeezed lemon juice, and 4 pitted dates. Dates are really, really sweet, so I would caution here to start with 2 if you're going to use the honey, and taste it before you add additional dates, because dates are really high in sugar content. They're really sweet. Put all of those ingredients in your blender, blend until combined, pour those in a mold, and you have your cantaloupe blueberry or your cantaloupe whatever type berry you prefer popsicle. I tested this out on my most finickiest granddaughter, Sadie, and she loved it. She actually requested these popsicles in particular. So the kids are going to love it. It's healthy and you don't mind giving it to them. So that's it. I will post one of these recipes on the Power of Nows page. It's going to be a surprise. If you want one in particular, you have to request it. So that's it. And we hope that you incorporate some of these recipes into your repertoire. Have it during the summer and let us know how you like it.
Yes. And remember, Coach Mitchell gave you the base, the starting point. But be creative. Even let your children, if you're making them for your children, let them give you some ideas as to what they may like. As she said, the possibilities are limitless.
Absolutely.
And they are healthy. So again, encourage everybody to join us on this health and wellness journey. And we're going to keep sharing tips with you as to how you can still hold on to all of your favorite dishes by simply changing the ingredients.
Absolutely. And this is good. It's simply good. I wouldn't even tell the kids it's healthy. It's just good. And little Miss Sadie didn't know it was healthy. All she knew is that it was good.
Yes.
So, we hope you try them because it really is a lifestyle.
Yes.
It's a lifestyle, and we want to help you on your health and wellness journey. And these are just some of the simple tips and techniques that we share with you because we care about your health.
Yes. Now, one of the things you have to consider real quick is, because there's no preservatives in these dishes, they will, these will start to thaw out fairly quickly, which is not a bad thing, but so hot there and your children are outside and you're outside, just be prepared that, same thing with the ice cream, it actually freezes also very hard.
Right.
Again, there's none of the chemicals in it to control the freezing or the thawing. It's all natural. So you just want to be prepared for that.
Right.
Otherwise, it's a winner.
Mm-hmm. And for your ice cream, oh, excuse me, once you take it out of the freezer, if you find that it's really hard, it's frozen, let it thaw on the counter for a little bit, and then throw it back in the blender and just give it a quick mix, and it's right back to its original consistency.
Yes. So, anything else, Coach Mitchell?
That is it for me tonight, Coach Sanders.
All right. So I hope that you enjoyed our session in the garden and then our session here. And we look forward to you joining us next week when we're back here sharing more tips, health and wellness tips to help you along your journey. I'm Coach Darren.
I'm Coach Mitchell.
Glad. Yes, I'll go ahead.
And remember, if you don't start now, there can be no next.
Absolutely. Good night.
Have a great evening.